Hey guys, welcome to Living Satisfied. If you are new to this channel, my name is Ellie and this is my channel. Today I am brought to you by my living room and my son Jones, who is right there. And that's just kind of the nature of these videos sometimes, is that he is loud and is gonna be a part of the video, and he's chewing on one of my makeup brushes. Don't touch, no. So today we're gonna be talking about the pros and cons of gestational diabetes, because I feel like when you think about gestational diabetes, you automatically think of the negatives versus any of the positives. And so I wanted to talk about 3 of the positive spins on it and 3 of the negatives. All right, so first we're gonna talk about the pros of gestational diabetes, because I feel like those have been the hardest for me to kind of like figure out. And so let's get started. So the first pro that I have found is that it really just helps you keep a healthy, balanced diet throughout pregnancy. And I know with pregnancy, a lot of times you want to splurge on different like sweets and fatty, salty treats and things like that. And a lot of times pregnancy is kind of the excuse of being like, oh, well, I'm pregnant, so I can have an extra serving of this. You know, I'm eating for 2. But when you have gestational diabetes, you don't really have that option. And so I think that it's been helpful for me to kind of have the opportunity to more seriously keep a balanced diet throughout pregnancy. The next pro that I have found is that it really informs you about what is in your food. I am currently 33 weeks pregnant, and I am supposed to be eating 30 carbohydrates per meal or snack in order to keep my sugars level, and it's been doing really well. But 30 carbs goes really fast. That's basically a piece of toast with a serving of peanut butter. That's almost 30 carbs, and that's it. And so you really have to like use your vegetables and use your proteins to really make sure that you're getting enough calories and enough food on your plate while still sticking to the 30 carbohydrates. And so even just like looking at the back of, you know, different boxed foods or things like pasta and stuff like that, you really learn quickly how many carbs and sugars and things like that are in your food. And I think that's just a good thing to know even past pregnancy. The last pro that I have is that it really just helps keep your weight managed throughout pregnancy and encourages you to exercise. And so for a normal, healthy individual, someone who's at a normal weight prior to pregnancy, you want to gain anywhere between like 25-30 pounds. And so it really helps you kind of maintain that and not gain too much and not gain too little. And I don't know, I think it just helps encourage you to exercise, because exercise greatly impacts your sugar numbers. And so that is really great too. So the cons of gestational diabetes, I feel like I could probably list more cons than pros, but the first one is that it's time consuming and you have limited options. And so especially for someone like me who's trying to stick to 30 carbs a meal while still making sure that I get my calorie intake for the day, it's really kind of hard, and you're really kind of limited as far as like how much food you can eat, what foods you can eat, your proportions, and you really have to like think a lot about like, okay, what's on my plate, what portion of carbs do I have versus meats and proteins and vegetables and things like that. So I'm not really loving the time consuming aspect of like always like looking up like how many carbs are in this, how many carbs are in that. And so I've memorized a good bit of them, but it's still kind of frustrating sometimes. The next con that I would have is the no splurges. And you can splurge. You want me to put that on there for you? Good job. Ready? Watch. There you go. So you can splurge just in much smaller quantities. Oh, you want me to put that on for you? There you go. There you go. Good job. You want me to seal it for you? So I still am eating you can see this pillow in the corner. I'm still eating chocolate and some sort of sweet every single day just to kind of keep my sanity, especially with the lower carb. I'm just screwing this on for Jones and he's unscrewing it. And so I'm still splurging, but I'm making sure that what I'm splurging on is lower carb, lower sugar, or just more well managed and just not eating as much of it. But all I want is like a milkshake and french fries, or like, you know, 3 slices of Papa John's pizza, or, you know, things like that. And so that's definitely a con, is just not being able to splurge. But I think it's, again, a positive thing because it's really helping me manage my diet, and I think lifestyle overall, it's good to learn these lessons. The last con that I have is that it is simply has negative effects for mom and baby. So there's a lot of different negative effects that can happen with gestational diabetes, and I think that's the hardest part. Is I want to do everything that I can to manage my diabetes because I don't want to be on insulin and things like that, and I don't want my body being so out of whack. And I know Jones had some low blood sugars after I had him, and so I want to make sure that this baby is healthy, the size of the baby is healthy, my placenta is healthy, I'm healthy, and especially moving past pregnancy, I'm at a much higher risk for type 2 diabetes and things like that. And so I want to learn these lifestyle changes while I'm pregnant so that post-baby I can be in a better spot. So I hope that you enjoy these pros and cons of gestational diabetes, and that, I don't know, that maybe it can encourage you that there are some pros to it. While it is really difficult sometimes and really frustrating and tiring, ultimately you're caring for your body and your baby, and you're able to kind of focus a little bit more on your health than you might not otherwise. And so if you have any pros or cons that you have felt during your pregnancy with gestational diabetes, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Bye.